Speaker, how can you explain the breakdown in the negotiations between the House and the Senate on the VA bill? This looks like one more thing that may slip through the cracks before you leave.
Well, I thought we were making great progress. And frankly, I'm still hopeful that we can get this resolved. But the White House rolls in with a request for $13.6 billion of new money, not very clearly outlined, no hearings, no nothing, and expect us to just add it to this conference report. We're not going to do that.
But how could something that was so agreed upon, that was a crisis that needed to be resolved, how could we be, a month after the fact and still no resolution on this? What responsibility do you all bear on that?
Listen, our members have been working with our Senate colleagues in a bipartisan, bicameral way, and I remain hopeful that we'll be able to resolve this.
You talk about the VA issue, you talk about the problem in trying to solve the border issue here, though. To what level, though, and you cast a lot of this on the White House in the past few months, to what level is your conference responsible? You have a certain number of people in your conference who don't want to spend money. It seems like both of these issues with the VA and the border come down to money, where you have conservatives and Tea Party loyalists who just don't want to go there. What responsibility do you guys bear?
Well, listen, we're working diligently to get to an agreement on the VA. We believe that those veterans who've been waiting in lines, those veterans who live more than 40 miles from a VA facility, ought to have access to care, and ought to have access to care now. Secondly, I think we need to understand how sick this patient is. And I'm talking about the Veterans Administration. We've got a systemic failure of an entire department of our government. And I think understanding just how sick this patient is critically important before we start doing what Washington usually does, and that's just throw money at the problem, throw money at the problem. And so let's do what needs to be done quickly. And I'm remain hopeful.